Hey students in Mr. Schulenberg class. Today we're going to talk about how to use Explain Everything for our year-long website project. So the first thing we need to do, whether our bar in the bottom or our home screen, is to go to our Explain Everything app. Now if you've not created a project before, your screen will probably look like this when you first go on. All you have to do is tap the plus sign where it says tap here to create a new project, and we're going to create a blank project. Now from here we have our blank page where we can do a number of things. If we want to just go ahead and write information on that page, we can do so. Now, let's say we want to get rid of that. If you look just to the lower left of the yellow colored pencil, we have our undo button, and you can take off as much as you want or as little as you want when you do that. I just find that is the easiest way so you don't delete too much at once. Let's go ahead and collapse that tool. A couple of important features that we'll be using will be the add sign. Okay. We want to add images or video or files to Explain Everything for our website project. Really, for photos, you could go just to File. When you tap on File, it pulls up your Photos option, as well as the other main area for us, Google Drive. For demonstration purposes, we're going to go to Google Drive. I'm going to go to My Drive, and I created a folder for this tutorial, simply titled Website, and there you will see 3 items: an image and 2 PDFs. Let's go ahead and load up the image first. So we're going to tap and hold until it checks off in the blue check and tap import. That'll bring our picture in. Now it'll bring it to this screen where you can edit it. Really don't have to edit anything on this image at this point, because when you tap done, it places the image onto your page. From there you can actually resize it, you can move it, you can rotate it around. Okay. Get a little bit larger there. And what you can also do is we can come back to our toolbar on the left, and let's say we want to highlight one of the sentences. So we go to our toolbar, tap on our highlighter. Let's pick red, let's pick red so we can see it. And then you can go through and highlight whatever you'd like to. Once again, whatever you don't want, collapse that. I find it easy. Maybe I just want to undo those highlights, but I want to keep relative location highlighted. We can do that. But let's go ahead and get rid of that. Next, we want to add another page to our project, so we go to the lower right hand corner where you see the plus sign, and you tap on that, and it gives us a nice clean page. We're going to go back and we're going to add some more things. Let's go to File, Google Drive. It's going to go right to that file I was at unless I closed it out. We're going to add this next. It looks like an image, and it is, but it was actually put onto a PDF. Make sure it highlights. You have to make sure it highlights in blue if you want to get it, and that the word import in the upper right hand corner is also blue, or it will not import for you. We're going to tap that. Now, because it was actually on a page, or technically a piece of paper, it reads it as a page. We can go ahead, above the cancel you'll see 2 prompts. Insert 1 page to a current slide, or add as separate. There's only 1 page, so we can choose the top one. And it will then bring this image in. And once again, we can manipulate the object however we want. If we wanted to write or highlight or add an object around it, we could do so using the toolbars on the left. Let's go ahead and add 1 more page. And we're going to go back to our file that we've been using on Google Drive. And we're going to tap this last PDF. Hold it until it highlights. Import. Now this one has multiple pages, and it's going to pull up all the pages. And it's going to ask you if you want to insert all the pages to 1 slide, which is going to be really hard to maneuver through and manipulate, or you could add separate slides. So we would add separate slides, but I don't want all these pages for my purposes. I want, let's say, the first 2 pages. So you can actually choose what you want. We're going to keep the first 2 pages checked. And then the pages you do not want, you simply just go through and uncheck them. Now you can see it says insert 2 pages to current slide or add as separate slides. I'm going to add them as separate slides. And when we do that, if you look at your lower right hand corner, you can see we are on page 3 of 4. So we now have all of our pages. Those are the last 2 I just imported. That was the second image I imported and the first image I imported. Okay. Another feature that is very nice with Explain Everything is the record feature. So let's go ahead and look at that. It's the red dot in the lower center part of the page. We can just go ahead and tap that and it will start recording our voice. You'll see at the bottom it times us. So I can start reading this particular page. Relative location, where a place is in relation to another place. I went ahead and tapped the pause button and you can see that took about 10 seconds to record. Now the next thing we need to show is where you need to share this Explain Everything so we can eventually put it on your website. I like to be sure I have this in 2 places just in case it gets lost in one of the others. So we go to the upper right hand corner with our export icon, which is the square and the upward arrow, and we're going to tap on that. And first we're going to, since we recorded, we want to upload it as a video. The first time it's preparing our project for us. Once the project is prepared, it's going to give us some options. First time I would like for you to just go ahead and copy it to your drive and then save it to your drive so we know we have it there in case it gets lost elsewhere when we're trying to get it to our website. If you have a lot of items on your main drive page, remember the 3 lines to the left of My Drive. If you tap on those and just tap on recent, it's going to bring up your most recent items. You can see that MP4, and it will pull that project up for us. Now it's still processing, so we can't see it just yet. It's still being processed. Okay. Let's go ahead and tap. We're going to double tap, and we're going to go back to our Explain Everything. Okay. We're going to upload it now to YouTube so we can add it to our website. So again, we go to the export icon, still as a video. It's preparing it for export for us. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, depending on how long it is. And then you'll see in the lower or grayish icon area, YouTube. We will tap YouTube. We want to title it. I'm just going to title it Explain for this one. Collapse our keyboard. We want to make sure the category is education. We also want to make sure that it is set to public. And we're going to go ahead and publish that video. It's uploading. It'll let us know when it has been sent to YouTube. Remember, it still has to finish processing or completely loading up to YouTube, so we will not have it right away. We'll just tap OK and tap Projects, and there's our first project on Explain Everything. Pretty easy, but as always, I will be around, and we also have our class experts that can help you should you have a little trouble with your Explain Everything.